Town of Oakville is right now going through a very different phase. It has around 6 months of inventory currently for the overall housing categories. And if I dig deep further, I can see that this is the second highest inventory level in at least in a decade period. Maybe if I dig deep more, it's gonna be longer time frame as well. But stay tuned till the end because a lot of interesting facts and stats. Hey, this side Ashish Sharma, your realtor with Right at Home Realty Brokerage. In today's video, we're gonna unlock real estate insights for beautiful town of Oakville, which is one of my favorite place and which is in Halton region. So stay tuned, and one of the expensive place as well, to be honest, and in Canada. So stay tuned till the end because a lot of interesting numbers. We're gonna uncover which housing categories are taking the longest and the shortest time in the market, which housing categories has the highest and the lowest inventory in the market, and how's the performance look like year over year and month over month, which housing categories grew the most and grew the least. So and gonna uncover some inventory insights as well along with the market updates. Lot of information in this video. For buyers and sellers, this information is just for you to keep up with the market, right? But your individual property types, your neighborhood behave differently. For that needs, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you, assist you, and navigate you throughout your needs. And my fellow real estate industry professionals who are watching this video, this information is for your knowledge, for your insights, to help your clients and help your business. We do have a portal called unlockrealestate.ai, which I'm gonna give you the iceberg tip right now. In like we're gonna show you 0.1% what that tool can do in this video. But feel free to reach out, book a demo with me. I'll be happy to showcase further with you. Now, without further ado, let's unlock real estate. Okay, so welcome back. So let's start with the average price, which is hovering around 1.5 million, which is down 4.6% year over year and up 4% month over month. Remember, guys, remember my viewers, remember my followers, this video is only for town of Oakville. Majority of the data points we're gonna cover for the cumulative all housing categories. Our portal does have the capabilities to go through individual housing categories, but we cannot cover all the segments all the time, right? So that's why we stick to the all, and we give you the nuts of like different housing categories throughout the video. I'm gonna showcase you, I'm gonna tell you and give you some stats as well. And if you want to know further about your housing categories, reach out to me, right? Because individual property types, individual housing categories behave different in town of Oakville as well, and within a minute you will come to know. So regarding the average price only, if we see, as on the screen you can see that month over month we have seen an incline of 4% growth. But when we dig deep, we saw that link properties grew the most by 23% month over month. Now, can you imagine that? 23% growth in a month period. And condo townhouses grew 7.7%. That's the beauty of data, right? On the lease side, freehold townhouses dropped by 8.1% month over month. So overall market picked up month over month for town of Oakville, but at the same time freehold townhouses dropped by 8.1%. That's what the data comes into picture, because let's say you are shopping for freehold townhouses. At that point you are going with the numbers that, oh, market is picking up for Oakville, but at the same time freehold townhouses are suffering. You need to make the informed decision, right? That's where the key comes in. For a buyers, for a sellers, you need to know where your property types are going, right? If we talk about year over year growth, link properties have seen the growth of 13.9% year over year, whereas overall housing categories you can see is negative at 4.6%. And on the contrary side, freehold townhouses dropped 8.1% year over year as well. Let's talk about sales number. We have seen a 223 transaction overall in town of Oakville, which is down 22.3% year over year and 24.6% growth month over month. Right now we have around 1,346 active listings sitting in the market, and it's aligned with the overall market. We have seen a growth of 96% roughly month over month. When we dig deep, we saw that out of these 1,346, 48% of the listings are detached properties, which means 637 detached properties are currently for sale, and condo apartment is the second highest, which is 28% of the active listings. Around 367 condo apartments are active listings right now available in town of Oakville. So, which leads to us to the month of inventory section, which is currently at 6 months of inventory. When we dig deep, we saw that condo apartment has the highest inventory of 10.2 months. Yes, you heard me right. 10.2 months of condo apartment inventory. That is insane. Whereas link properties have only 0.7% of inventory. 0.7, and the prices jack up by 23% month over month. That is the beauty of data. When the property type, I know there are not that many linked properties in Oakville, but the thing is, when something is there, scarcity, and when that transaction happen, people are looking for some opportunities, you see a spike in value, right? I'm gonna showcase the further trends and stuff as well after covering the days on market. On an average, it is taking 27 days for any properties to get sold in town of Oakville. When we dig deep, we saw that condo townhouses are taking the longest of 39 days, whereas semi-detached properties are flying out of the market in 21 days. Now, I'm not gonna go through the average price trend today, but I'm gonna directly jump to the buyers and sellers market, which will give you the numbers of the average price blue line as well. So here you go. Let me tell you a little bit glimpse if you are first time on this channel, that, and make sure to hit like, subscribe, and click the bell button so that whenever we post any video, you will get notified. So I was talking about the 6 months of inventory. How to read this data is like, this portal is easy to use. Like you select city and town. At this point, we have selected Oakville. You select the housing category. We have selected all. You select the timeline of your choice. We selected from 2021. Let's select 2022 onwards, right? So blue line represents the average price, as you can see over here. Yellow line represents the month of inventory. And this green line, there are some different line colors over here. This green line represents if it is a buyer's market. If this yellow line cross above green line, that states the buyer's market. And if the seller's market is less than 4 months, if yellow line is below the red line, right? And this between this is balance market. So I started the video with like, town of Oakville has seen the second highest month of inventory in decade. If I go back just till 2015 kind of stuff, like just to give you the glimpse, look at over here. We have never seen, the highest we have seen is 2020 April, when the COVID hit, and then the sudden crash happened, like sudden inventory crash happened, and look up where the prices went, supply and demand, right? Now to give you the glimpse, let me stretch it back so that I can showcase the data properly. We have seen the highest month of inventory in February of 2025. So town of Oakville is going through a kind of adjustment in the prices, which you can see as well, because at one point in town of Oakville, average price hit around 1.9 million, right? In March of 2022. Right now it came down to 1.5 million. So that's a drop of roughly easy 20% more than that, right? So that's the beauty of data. Within 2 months period, we have seen the second inventory level high inventory level. What will happen next? If this inventory level will not come down, we might suffer the prices in the downward direction, because this inventory needs to deplete. And how it will deplete? Either prices will suffer, supply, so demand is there, but supply, to conquer the supply, this needs to settle down, right? That's the beauty of data. Now let's get back and sorry about that. This is another report for our paid users. And remember guys, this data, this information, this video is only for information and educational purposes. This is not any kind of financial advice, because everybody's situation, everybody's financial situation, everybody's property, everybody's timeline is different. You cannot compare one situation with another situation, and you cannot even make decision based on the all housing categories data. Not at all, because there are a lot of other factors. That's why we are professionals, needs to look into. So reach out to the respective professional. If you are not working with any realtor, reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer all your questions and help you navigate for your buying, selling, and investing needs. And my fellow real estate industry professional, visit unlockrealestate.ai and get a hold of this tool to make your life better, smoother, and confident. As I always say, keep on learning, keep on hustling, keep on growing. Until next time, have a good one.